All right, so this one's, we actually have a depth control system on this one. So if you look at it, I can actually lower this and raise it here or here. So if I'm up out of contact, or I can, when I push this button, you can see it's actually lowering, where it's getting barely contact with that drum's barely touching the ground. And then if I want to go deep to get in, I can set the depth over here. There's 3 settings, and I push a button, and if you look, it's going to go down small amounts. So we can actually, it's funny because we'll do certain coatings, and I can actually peel one coating off of the other almost. I don't want to say that because they're obviously multiple, but we go sometimes and we can actually see difference in layers as we're going. The drum on this is a PCD Nano. So it's going to tear through just about anything, and we can actually do concrete leveling. These drums are really popular with guys that do leveling. So self-leveling concrete, they find their high spots, they'll go out and they'll mill. This is an 8-inch. This is a 10-inch drum on this one, and we make this in a couple different varieties. This is obviously for bigger jobs, high production. And then we make a 15-inch, it's actually bigger, so 15-inch drum. This system, we have an old school one where we can actually dial it in, or we have this depth control. This is kind of our baby unit. This actually has the same PCD drum on it, just different size. So this is the 8-inch, this is the 10. I'll start the 10, we'll run it a little bit, you can kind of see it. I like horsepower and displacement, makes a big difference if I have larger projects, but this will eat through concrete and do trip hazards. So if you have uneven concrete, I can put this down, it'll actually eat through concrete. And the crazy part is, I'll run it on concrete, I can turn the motor off, let the thing stop, I put my hand on it, the drum isn't even hot. So it's very, very efficient at what it does. Versus these machines, usually what you used to have is those old carbide drums. Profile look like crap, they get really hot, so it would remelt the material and make a big mess. This one's more of a milling drum, so what it does is it leaves, the profile on this is probably the high side of a 3. On the Nano, we make another one that's probably a little bit lower, 2.5 to 3, but this is these Nanos are what I consider like a Goldilocks, just right, because you can put really good coatings. You probably wouldn't run it for like thin mill urethanes, something like that. You'd probably want to, if you ran this to do the coating removal, come back and hit like probably a polisher or something like that, just to knock off any of the higher low spots. This is more of a prep machine and more of than a finishing machine, so we don't do polishing with any of these. All right, I'm going to start this up. This machine actually has a starter on it.
But if we used it, we'd probably remove the coating and put a new coating back on. This would get us what we need.
Yeah.
That's what we put some of the space coat down.
Yeah.
They didn't put the
deck
346 because I wanted
deck coatings and heavy waterproofers. This is really great at it. Just put that choke on. Gas is on. It's on.
It's leaking gas.
Where? You tilted it back. Shit. Hang on.